For nearly 45 years, the Valerie Fund has been helping families who have heard these words.
Your child has cancer.
The child has sickle cell disease.
Your son has leukemia.
Your child has cancer.
Your child has cancer.
Your child has sickle cell disease.
We diagnose and treat nearly 6,000 children with cancer and blood disorders every year. Children like Colin.
I have a son, Colin, who's a 5-year-old, was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 3. He was completely fine, normal kid, you would never have known. And then, boom.
They basically said he had a huge tumor in his kidney, and that was it.
He underwent 11 days or 12 days of radiation, and then underwent, I want to say, 9 cycles of chemotherapy.
Colin was treated at one of 7 Valerie Fund centers in New Jersey and New York.
Scans were good. We ring a bell, and then he had scans in February, and then they found the spot on his liver. So he relapsed. That was worse, because it was worse. You can't believe you have to go through it again. For him.
Patients receive the most current medical therapies. Child life specialists who use therapeutic play to help children like Colin get through finger sticks, chemo, and surgery.
The only way you deal with being in the hospital that long and then going in 5 days a week is you have to have people to help you spend hours and days at the hospital. And the child life specialists, I mean, Colin loves them. It made him feel at home, which is weird, but because that's not where you want to be home, but you have to endure it and get through it. And so that's the best, I guess, you can hope for, right? Is that your child feels like that's a comfortable space when you're going through what you're going through.
Colin's been fighting cancer for more than 2 years.
At the end of October, he finished chemo. And it's, you know, I guess I use the word finish loosely because there's no definitive treatment plan for a relapsed Wilms tumor. What is there is non-active tissue or cells. You know, we're definitely a bit more hesitant about, we're not declaring victory, that's for sure. I don't know that you ever can.
Colin's entire Valerie Fund medical and psychosocial team will follow him into adulthood. Victoria suffers from sickle cell disease, a painful and debilitating illness that can be inherited when both parents carry the gene.
For the last 2 years, the sickle cell been hitting Victoria really bad. And she been in and out of the hospital like every month. When I say every month, I'm not exaggerating, every month.
Sometimes she's spending more time out of school within a month than she is in school.
Victoria's educational liaison, Suzanne, arranged for instruction when Victoria was at home and in the hospital.
I had recently got a question from my friends, and she told me, "Do you regret missing your junior year of high school?" I told her, heck yeah, because even though, of course, you're Nord of kids, I'm still a kid. I still want to see my junior year through, because that's the most important year. Senior year is important too, but junior year is where you have your junior prom.
Victoria and her brother both have sickle cell disease. This puts a tremendous strain on them and their mother, Bridget.
Miss Philippe is a shift worker. Whenever she misses time from work, she does not get paid.
I need some help with maybe food or something, and I go to Miss Lateasha. She's there. She put in so I can actually help me to pay some of my rent. So she's been a tower of strength.
work, and you should never have to choose between going to work and supporting your child while they're in the hospital. So in those instances, we've helped with rent payments, with car payments, with car insurance. Those are some of the things that the Valerie Fund has provided to this family.
And sometimes I want to scream, I really do. Sometimes I want to run, but I know I can't run. I will scream or I will cry. Sometimes I need a hug. Sometimes I need a shoulder to lean on. Sometimes I need somebody to say, okay, I watch, and you go up.
The Valerie Fund arranged for Victoria to go to a sickle cell camp. But on her last day, Victoria couldn't escape a pain crisis.
Okay, counselors, I'm good. I can work through it. I'm gonna see my last day through. By the time I knew it, I was crying in the infirmary. And the doctor's like, kid, no, we're not doing this. You need to go home.
When they called me, I was in church, and they said Victoria is in so much pain, they can't keep her, they gotta rush her to the hospital.
Simple going in the pool, just as simple just walking up a hill, put you right back in the hospital bed where you can't walk, you can't breathe, and you did nothing wrong. Of course, you're perfect, you're gorgeous, you're working it through.
You're not physically feeling it, but up here, it tears you apart.
It's like an unplanned tsunami that keeps coming back. You know how hard it's gonna hit, so you tell your body to prepare for it. That you know that it's gonna come, but you're never ready.
These families are our families.
Whether emotionally, physically, or mentally, they are my biggest support.
They're literally part of our family now. You know, just made us feel at home and not scared about things. So I actually don't even want to know what it would be like if we didn't have the Valerie Fund.